Okay, welcome to Japan, turn 5/8. They are looking to do a lot of things this turn. They could establish or reestablish 3 victory points here if all goes well. They have an enormous amount of money to spend. It's mostly just going to be for defense and for show, but we're going to buy, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 6 tanks, 9 infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 fighters. Okay, let's get to the attacks. All right, first off, Calcutta. Now, in order to do this, because it is an amphibious assault as well, we have to send all 3 of our planes into Sea Zone 39. Now, the British will be scrambling to attempt to deny those Sea Zone landings. So, there will be a naval battle first. Attack and 2 fighters against a fighter and a destroyer. And they'll have 2 left. All right, coming in. Infantry artillery from Malaya, infantry artillery from Shan State. And infantry artillery from French Indochina. You probably see in the back of my arm here. So we'll see how that goes. If all of those can make it where they need to be. Okay, obviously as well, all of the forces from Burma, with the exception of a single tank, will also be participating in the attack. So that's 5 tanks, 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and a mech. Okay, one of those tanks from Burma is going to go to Sichuan. And then here's how this is going to work for the rest of the Chinese stuff. One of the tanks from Kwai Chao will go to Xikang. One of the tanks from Kwai Chao will join 3 infantry and an artillery and attack Singhai. Infantry artillery from Shanxi, along with a tank, will attack Kansu. And for the final infantry in Sui Yuan, we're going to gamble and send a air transport with 2 paratroopers in. And they'll have 5 left. Or they'll have 1 left in movement. Okay. Other battles over here in the Pacific. We got some stuff going on. Let's zoom in a smidge on this stuff. That's a pretty good angle there. Okay, so a battleship and a destroyer are going to come in and destroy that transport, and also infantry artillery from 2 infantry, 2 artillery from Korea are going to come in and try and take Wake Island. Okay. The infantry artillery from Amur will load up and take the Aleutians, which they probably won't be able to hold. And infantry and artillery from Manchuria will take Siberia. Even though they can't get the resource point, they'll just do it for the optics. Okay, so lots and lots of dice to roll. Since we're in this area, we might as well do the stuff over here. So, the naval battle first is relatively straightforward. It's a 2 and a 4 versus a 1. Because remember, the American transports are defend individually rather than in pairs. Okay, so the white is the American die, and the other 2 are the Japanese. Oh, and it managed to, well, let's actually kill the destroyer and leave the battleship undamaged. Okay. All right. So proceeding with the naval assault. I'm out of dice here, so these are 4 2s versus 2 2s. I can roll these together. The black dice are the Japanese. The white dice are the Americans. 2 hits and 2 hits. So two hits there and 2 hits there. So 2 infantry are killed for the Japanese, but they do take Wake Island. Okay, I think that's it for all the battles on the Pacific side, or on in the actual Pacific proper. We will switch over to China now and have a look at the battles there. Let's put the dice tray here, and we'll do the Chinese battles one at a time. Okay. So first off, we'll do the, oh, I can replace that with an actual proper yellow die now. We'll do the airborne one. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, crap. All right, so we'll have to do this then. Yes, can't land airborne. Can't land airborne without support, right? Okay, so what we'll do then, okay, is we will take one of those guys from Shanghai. Okay, so one of these 2 guys is coming from Shanghai, and I'm actually leaving a guy behind in Japan, because I forgot about that. Yeah, in order to do an airborne assault, you have to be able to support it from the ground. So again, one of the guys from Shanxi will come in. I will only bring 1 guy from Tokyo, and we will still do 2 ones on that. Okay, so 2 ones, it's just 1 less guy here. So we'll figure that out in a minute. Okay, so 2 ones versus a 2. Uh-oh. A 1 versus a 2. Hit. Oh, we got it. We got it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So that was surprising, especially after that first miss. Okay. So the Kansu attack then is infantry, artillery at 2s and a tank at 3 against 2 Russian 2s. We can roll all of these together. The Russians are the white dice. Okay, no hits for anybody. Try again. Okay, we got 3 hits for the Japanese and 1 hit for the Russians. So we will lose that, and we will lose that, but the territory is taken. Okay, this is the one I'm kind of worried about now, because I had to take an infantry away from the Shanghai attack. So let's have a look at what we're dealing with here. Okay, so the math is a little bit different because one of the die is gone. So it's infantry, artillery at 2, only 1 there. And why do I have 2 3s there? I shouldn't. I should only have 1. So it's that. Okay, so 2 2s, a 1, and a 3 versus 3 2s. Okay, so we can roll all these together. The white dice with the pips are the Russians. Wow, okay. 2 versus 1. So we'll lose that and these. And we have 2 of these versus 2 of these. So let's see what happens. Hit, hit, miss, miss. Wow, the Japanese are incredibly lucky on these rolls here. This is insane. Okay. All right, the last 2 are the ones that are pivotal. Okay, it's tank versus infantry, and the infantry cannot hit, or the China point is dead. So we'll do Si Kang, the 3 versus a 2. Okay, green is the 3, yellow is the 2. Oh, hit, hit. So the China point is out of play. Came down to one roll. Okay, Szechuan. Hit. Okay, so it wouldn't have mattered. So the China point is out of play. They were not able to take China. And China will be able to actually build there. So the China point is not happening, although it was a valiant effort. Okay, so in terms of the last roll, we have to do the Calcutta stuff. All right, we have to do the sea battle first. Okay, so what's going to happen here is we have 2 fighters and a tactical bomber against a destroyer and a fighter. So the TAC bomber, I think, is going to do a target select on the destroyer, and it hits. So the destroyer does not get to defend. And so the 2 fighters are going to fire, along with the defending fighter at 4. So hit. Okay, so we lose 1 fighter, and we lose the British fighter, but they do successfully get through the British defenses. Okay, so all of these troops will be landing. Okay, so what that means is the Japanese are coming in with 5 tanks, 5 infantry supporting 5, or supported by 5 artillery, and an unsupported infantry, or a mech, I guess, or whatever. Okay, so 5 2s, or sorry, that's 4. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have enough dice here. There should be 12, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 12. So it's 2 more dice. Okay. All right. So if I got that correct, then it's 5 3s, 10 2s, and a 1. Two, 3 hits. It looks like. Wow, that wasn't great. 3 hits. All right, the British are defending with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12 2s and a 3, plus they have the 2 anti-aircraft. And they've lost 2 of those so far. So let's roll these ones. 3 hits. So we're going to lose 3 hits and 3 hits. So for the British, they'll lose their 2 anti-aircraft, and they will lose, let's lose the Aussie. He's been a bad luck charm the whole game. So, okay, the Japanese will lose 3 infantry, obviously. Okay, so that's that. So we lose 1 on this side, and 1, 2, 3 on this side. Okay. Press the attack, obviously. That's a little bit better. 2, 4. Oops. That was a hit. 4. 5 hits for the Japanese. Defense. 2 hits, not great defense. Okay, so in terms of what we lose, we will lose the 4 colonials and the Atlantic side of the board British guy. Okay, so that's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They go away. Keep those. And 2 for the Japanese. We'll lose the 2 remaining infantry. So 1, 2 there. Okay. Keep the attack going, obviously. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4. Oh, that means there's 1 guy left. There's a lone tank left. Defense, 2 hits. Wow, the British just haven't been defending very well. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, and then 2 hits is a mech and an artillery. Okay, so lose 2 of those. I don't think it matters because we've only got 1 hit left, but 5 and then 4 looks like. Okay. Dead. Okay, so the tank rolls a defense and misses. Okay, so Calcutta is taken. I think that basically might be the game, but we'll see what the Allies are able to do in terms of confounding some of the victory points, but that might have just been the game. So anyway, non-combat. Let's do those guys here. Okay, landing our planes. 1 Burma or Shan State. Let's put them in Shan State. I think gives them a little bit more flexibility. The bomber will land in Shahar, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, these are kind of important moves because they're blocker moves. Up here, we're going to move both carriers into C-Zone 16 to prevent any sort of American designs on attacking Tokyo. They do not have enough Navy to get through those 2 carriers. They can kill them if they want, but it won't do anything. Okay, so Wake is Japanese. The Aleutians are Japanese. Okay. Sighai, Kansu, Suiyuan. Suiyuan is +1. And then, of course, India is +5. So, let me do the income tracker chart first. So it's +6 for the Japanese, which goes 58 +6 is 64, down 5 for these guys, brings them to 28, down 1 for these guys, gives them 3. That's correct. Okay, we'll get back to the other income stuff in a minute. Placement of new units for what it's worth. Infantry, tank, artillery in Malaya. Infantry, tank, artillery in French Indochina. This is just for show at this point. But 3 tanks in Kwai Chao. And the rest in Tokyo for what it's worth. So 2 fighters, whole bunch of men, and a tank. Okay, so let's go over to the income and see what's going on with that. That's not an exciting move. Okay, income. So 64 bonuses for Japan. Okay. If Japan captures Calcutta, one-time payment of $10. That's correct. All right. Midway, Wake, Guam, Gilbert's. I think we still hold that. Okay, so 10 plus 12 is 22. Controls Calcutta is 27. We have all 4 of those is 12. 39. 42 in bonuses, plus 64. So that's $106 for the Japanese. They have had an outstanding game. Okay, in terms of victory points, let's have a look at what we're looking at here. Okay, Calcutta is a victory city, so that's going to flip. We've already got South Asia. We took Wake, and we took the Aleutians. So for now, we have the Pacific Island point. So what are we looking at in terms of, we don't have the China point. Oh, resources, we did pick up Siberia, but that's not going to be possible to do anything there. Mediterranean, not yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 victory points. The Allies have some work to do to try and get rid of some of these. They have to get rid of 2 victory points over the rest of the game. They can do it, but we'll see what happens. So, next turn is the United States. Okay, we'll see what happens next. Stay tuned. Sorry, I forgot to do the +2 for Siberia. So I have made the adjustment on the chart and added $2 to the money that they'll never get to spend anyway. But for the sake of our records, +2 right there.